touch that Hokie stone and reach for excellence, and that is what Virginia Tech is doing tonight. The Hokies lead the ACC Coastal. They have a 2-game lead in the loss column on Georgia Tech. To put it simply, Georgia Tech is playing for its conference life tonight. A loss in this one eliminates any reasonable chance that the Yellow Jackets would have of repeating as ACC champions. Glad to have you with us tonight. Boy, just when you thought Georgia Tech had no offense to find anywhere, the Jackets go 80 yards in 9 plays behind the redshirt sophomore backup quarterback Tevin Washington, tied at 21. Now, Paul Johnson is 20-0 when leading after 3 quarters, and he had a 14-7 lead going into the fourth here at Lane Stadium. Jackets' last couple years have been strong in close games. He's 11-2, just games decided by 5 points or less. They were 5-0 last year. Just 1-1 this year. Right now, Virginia Tech with 2:34 left, and a senior quarterback, Tyrod Taylor, about to get it back. A short kickoff to David Wilson. Wilson, better be careful. Great speed. Wilson's on his way. Wilson's second kickoff return for a touchdown this year. He's had to fight for time at tailback. He said he wanted to do something every time he touched it so the coaches would have no choice but to get him the rock. And boy, did it come at the right time for the Hokies. 90 yards to the house, and Virginia Tech back on top. David Wilson, known for doing those backflips. He's probably got Frank Beamer doing a backflip or 2 right now. This Beamer ball strikes with a non-offensive touchdown.
Again, they get in it here. Now, this is a guy who was nicknamed by a school teacher Wiggle Worm because he couldn't sit still in his seat. You can see why. How about that explosiveness there, Jesse, to pick up a team?
Well, he's able to find a crease up on the left side here, catches the rock, starts in the center, and really, there's not that much wiggling. He just had to run in a straight line right by the kicker on his way to the end zone. And you know what I loved? Tyrod Taylor was the first guy in the end zone to go congratulate him. Just the leadership to be out there. He understands how big of a game this is. And you see,
please reset the game clock to 14 seconds. 1 more.
What a great job of perseverance and hanging in there by Georgia Tech. Because, you know, Reese, you just said a few moments ago, before that previous drive, what, they had 2 yards in this quarter?
Right.
And they went down, went down the field. I mean, this quarterback has come in and done the very best he can, and the defense, I mean, that's just great composure.
To lose your senior leader, Joshua Nesbitt, the ACC's all-time leading rusher at the quarterback position in the second quarter. Had Tevin Washington come in this environment, they've got a chance.
Without his best wide receiver, Stephen Hill, on the field. Remember, they lost him when Tevin Washington entered the game.
Okay, now it's getting dicey on the run pass. See what Johnson chooses to do. Tevin's going to throw it. Got a man in the end zone throwing. Is it intercepted? It is. Rock Carmichael with the pick in the end zone.
Intercepted in the end zone.
To get into position, Tyler Melton beat Rock Carmichael on a big play. You know what? Carmichael makes the biggest one in the end zone.
Rock Carmichael was beat, but the guy runs a 4.2640, the 5th fastest in the history of the program here. He makes up and gets back into it and knows right where the football is going to be. Speed made up for the mistake.
You know, it was amazing. Tyler Melton, during that last time out, was pleading with head coach Paul Johnson on the sideline. I think he thought he could beat him on that corner route, but the senior leader, Rock Carmichael, able to make a game-saving play.
The second interception in the end zone tonight for the Hokies, and it will save their perfect ACC record and eliminate Georgia Tech's hopes of repeating as ACC champions. 28-21, David Wilson's kickoff return ends up being the game winner. Now Wrangler 5-star player of the game is the explosive Mr. Wilson. David Wilson, his second kickoff return for a touchdown on the season. This one coming right after Georgia Tech had tied the game in 21. It turned out to be the game winner. Wilson was responsible for some fireworks, and the interception by Carmichael was the one that finally lit the fuse, and Wilson was spectacular.
You know what? This was a football team that knew they had to play 60 minutes. They failed against Boise State and only played 57 minutes. It was on their mind. Wilson then with a big explosive kickoff return for the game winner.
Very impressed with the character of this football team, and you'll see the athleticism here of David Wilson after the speed, the jump into the end zone, and the celebration. And then, I mean, that was automatic. Does not look like us on those bungee cords, that's for sure.
A 28-21 win for the Hokies. Frank Beamer delighted, I'm sure he's with Jen Brown.
Coach, they drive the length of the field and they take a shot at the end zone there. What's going through your mind?
You know, you think when you get a team like that down and score and they got to throw the ball, you got them. But give them credit. They did a nice job and made a nice throw, made a couple of nice catches, and give Georgia Tech credit. They hung in there.
You take the lead 21-14. They come back. What is so tough about stopping that triple option offense?
Well, again, you know, what you strive for is to get up on them and get them throwing. And, you know, they did a nice job completing a couple of passes when they needed to throw.
David Wilson is known for making some extraordinary plays with his legs. What were you thinking about that kickoff return, game-winning kickoff return?
Yeah, he's been directly involved with two. At NC State, he took the second half kickoff back, and this one, and you know, he's two big plays for our season right here.
7 straight wins. You're now 5-0 in the ACC. What does this say about the character of your team starting off the season 0-2?
Well, I said all along, we got some great kids. Our coaches have hung in there. Our players have hung in there, and got a lot of work to do, though. It's week to week in this league right here.
All right, thanks, Coach Reese.
Jen, Frank Beamer's 10th on the all-time wins list, and with this thrilling victory now just 2 behind the legendary Woody Hayes. What a program he is. Built here at Virginia Tech. Here is the game-saving interception by Rock Carmichael.
Well, I tell you what, if the ball is just a little deeper into the back part of it, they got a chance, but still, Tevin Washington, he did an outstanding job of coming into the game, overwhelmed, playing against a very good team. And Jesse, you know how hard that is.